Hello, beautiful angels. Welcome to Sun and Soul. Today's reading is going to be all about what is your superpower. In this reading, we are going to be exploring what are your special talents or skills, um, basically your superpowers, like your positive qualities about you. We are going to explore that in today's reading. And as always, I have prepared three piles for you. This is pile 1, this is pile 2, and this is pile 3. So do pause the video if you want to align with your intuition and choose whichever pile that you get attracted to. Definitely choose couple of the piles or even all the piles if you are attracted to all three of them, because for the kind of reading that today's reading is, you might actually be someone who is very, a kind of an all-rounder, good at everything, a complete true manifester. So I do encourage you to check out all the piles in case you are attracted to all of them. If not, select the pile that you are attracted to, and I'll see you in your reading. And also, thank you very, very, very much to all the subscribers who have already subscribed to the channel. Thank you very much. It means a lot to me. Uh, Thank you so much. Your love and support is all that is um, motivating me and encouraging me to do all these readings. So thank you very much for being there for Sun and Soul, for me. Thank you very, very much. Now, let's start your reading starting from pile number 1. Okay, so once again, this is pile number 1, this is pile number 2, and this is pile number 3. So I'll see you in your reading. See you there. Hello, pile number 1. Welcome to your reading. Thank you for tuning in. So if you chose pile 1, this is going to be your reading. And let's take a look at what are the things that you are naturally good at, your special talents, skills, whether they are like naturally within you or maybe you learn over the time. So let's take a look at your tarot card, Salvi. You have, Ten of Swords. You have the Tower. Explosive power right from the beginning. Knight of Wands. Three of Wands. And Eight of Cups. Okay, where was it? Okay. So, pile number 1, if you are aware about some of these cards, you might have been a little bit scared by looking at these two cards, but don't worry, these are actually good over here. So let's start with the Tower card. So pile number 1, you have explosive transformative power. Okay, what I can see is that you take nobody's ish from this Tower card. Okay, if somebody is saying something that you do not agree with, or if there is something that any kind of matter or ideas that you do not agree with, you take no ish from them. Like you have you have strong opinions. That's what I can see from the Tower. And also you have Tower being the card of transformation. You have extreme transformative power. It could be just as simple as transforming from a very feminine, girly look to very, for example, gothic look, to very serious as well, like changing your um, religion, or changing where you are, changing the country that you are staying in, or completely changing your major in a college, or it could even be leaving a relationship that is actually very doing a can bring a complete 180 in your life, but still doing it. I mean, the power of the tower card is literally, as you can see, the tower is hit by a lightning. You have explosive power, pile number one, and that is your superpower. The power to change not just yourself, but others as well, change the environment as well. You might be one of those people who are good at changing the destiny of other surrounding you as well. For example, if you go to an office that is not doing very well, but once you go there, you change the whole system, you change the whole policy, the way things are done, boom, transformation. You know, those are just the one of the examples that I can come up with at the moment. And with the Nine of Wands, it is you are very passionate, pile number one, and there is this thing about you having a lot of energy. And it could even be that this energy can manifest in your life through a lot of physical activities as well. You might like to do some sports, you might like to do go to gym, or if you are like, no, I don't like exercising, I hate, it could be that you like expressing yourself physically, like through some sort of performance, or some sort of something about to do with your special talents and skills. It could be dancing, it could be acting, it could be anything creative that has to do with your body, using your body. And also with the Knight of Wands, one of your super power, one of your talent is actually your body itself, because Knight of Wands does give a hot body vibe, okay? So, now with the Three of Wands, you are a visionary, pile number one. You might actually be very good at doing business, like, business related to tradings and like import export business, trading, things like that, or travel related business. You might be very good at those things, or maybe you are very good at planning out an itinerary for your own travel, or helping your friends build plan their itinerary, things like that. You are very good at organizing stuff and planning things in a way that you at the end can achieve the best result. Also, from this, what I can see is that pile number one, you are very good at creating opportunities, very good at creating something out of nothing. I mean, even with the tower card, it is clearly seen that you know a lot about a lot of things, pile number one, and you you look at the bigger picture, and you are a visionary in the sense that you look far into the future. You do not just like get cooped up in your past energy, or just worry about today, but you look far into the future and build good plans according to your desires. Where do you want to be in maybe like next 2 years, or next 5 years, or 10 years? You are a planner, by number one. And with the Eight of Cups, you, like I said before with the Tower card, you take no ish from others. Pile number one, if something doesn't serve you, if someone doesn't isn't behaving in a respectful way, in a way that it matches with you, matches with your energy, you just leave them. You just leave that situation. You aren't afraid of change. I mean, although all of us, being a human being, are afraid of change or are somewhat resistant to change to some degree, but you are out of all of us most open to it because you understand that to build you have to change, to grow you have to accept change. If you stay static, that is the first step towards failure, and you understand that. And when you find yourself in a situation, in a relation, in a place where your desires, your wants, your plans, they are not being followed, they are not being matched with, that they are not being served in a way that is beneficial, progressive. If you find those kinds of static situations or situations that, like I said before, doesn't serve you or your goals, you have the power to leave those things, no matter how tempting they are, no matter how much money your ex-boss offers you, no matter how much pity party people throws at you. You know what you want and you live for it. You are very clear about your goals, pile number one. And with the Ten of Swords, all of this build up, all of this openness to transformation, all of this self belief, belief in yourself did not come easily to you, pile number one. You had to go through a lot of a lot of anxiety. Well, not exactly anxiety, but what I'm seeing is a person who has thought a lot about things, who has thought a lot about any kind of possible scenarios. You did not take the decision to transform. You did not take the decision to take that leap and move forward, leave something behind without careful thinking. In fact, you were thinking to the point of anxiety. Pile number one with Ten of Swords. One of your superpowers, one of your talent is that you can handle the pressure. The fact that there is Ten of Swords in this position is telling me that you have a lot of mental strength within you. I'm not saying that it did not hurt you. I'm not saying that it was easy, but you have enough strength within you to overcome all of those difficult times, times of regret, times of guilt, times of sadness, times of hopelessness. You have faced them all, but you have the strength to face them all and overcome them all. Point number one. You know what? This is the kind of the kind of mental resilience that you have. Point number one. I wish a lot of us, a lot more of us would have it. Seeing the way the world is going, turning out to be right now, especially in this economy. I mean, being human is not easy for anybody. I mean, it is a mission for a reason. Otherwise, we would have been like be born as a freaking penguin, I guess. but because it is difficult, but because it is a mission that we have been born as human, aren't we? And you have strong mental strength to support you in this journey. Pile number one, I want you to know that. Now let's take a look at your special talents and skills. And you have for that, ooh, the world. Something about travel has come up again. So, pile number one, you might be someone who is well traveled or someone who dreams of traveling the world. And also, you are very open towards changes and towards new culture, towards new people. Pile number one, I don't see you being closed off towards new things. You adapt to new environments, you adapt to new circumstances very easily. It might even be that you are a multilingual, bilingual, and you learn languages pretty fast, at least faster than the average rate that, I don't know, whatever average rate there is. And also, point number one, you wish well for everybody. You, despite the way people treat you, at the end of the day, you genuinely wish well for everybody. You do not wish ill upon others. And that is the magical thing about you, pile number one. Your next card is Three of Swords. Ooh, pile number one, you are a heartbreaker. Yes, you are. You might also have had your heart broken, but right away, what I heard in my ear when this card popped up is that you are a heartbreaker. And with the Knight of Wands being in here, that does not surprise me because Knight of Wands is a charmer, okay? Knight of Wands is a hard, charming, captivating individual who is not just attractive but knows how to use that attractiveness to some unfortunate excess detrimental, I guess. But you have got that heartbreaker energy about you. Hmm, let's move on. Now, your next card is Page of Cups. I knew it. You are a heartbreaker pile number one. I'm I'm having this feeling about you mentally counting your exes and their drunk text messages or calls, recalling their drunk calls. Anywho, Page of Cups. You are creative by number one, and that is one of your special talents. You know what? There is this thing about you being having this very artistic nature about you, but artistic in a way that I guess you are not exactly the kind of artist who does art for the sake of art, but also knows to use that art in terms of earning real money, in terms of turning your art and your creativity into money making, prosperity bringing business entity. And also with Page of Cups, you have this natural childlike curiosity about you. You, like I said before, you see possibilities when no other one has yet seen it. I mean, even with the Three of Wands, I already told you that you are a visionary pile number one. And even with your special talent section, Page of Cups being over here, what no other sees. Places where other people might just only see desert, you see a ocean in there. You see you seem to find opportunities in least expected places, and you have a wonderful mind, visionary mind, imaginative mind, creative mind that lets you manifest those opportunities into profitable ventures, something that brings beautiful things into the world. And you also have the chariot. Definitely, there is this thing about fame, fortune, and success in your reading pile number one. So, with the chariot, one of your, like, there's all this movement, far being far ahead of your peers kinds of energy all over your reading. And with the chariot, one of your special talents is pile number one, that you are very you are very inspiring. You are not only just you may or may not realize it, pile number one, but there are a lot of people there are a lot of people who actually see you as their inspiration. You have a lot of drive, you have a lot of willpower. That's why you were able to go through the Ten of Swords. I mean, going through the ten, going through the energy, the time periods of Ten of Swords, phases of Ten of Swords, and then moving on with the Eight of Cups, looking far ahead into the future with the Three of Wands, going positively and progressively ahead with positive attitude and drive with the Knight of Wands, the creativity of Page of Cups, the openness, the beautiful heart of the world, all at the same time having this huge bolts of energy of the tower. Definitely, fame and fortune is there for you in the future. I know this is not a fame and fortune is not exactly a talent, but the power, the talent to achieve that fame and fortune with the chariot is within you. Pile number one. And if anything is, this seems to have a lot to do with your ability to to create something out of nothing. Your careful planning, again, your something you are passionate about, and how you turn that into a successful business venture can be seen over here. And also with the chariot, you might actually, well, this is a very specific message, although you might succeed in least expected places, like in a foreign country or a foreign state, different, somewhere different from your birthplace or home country even. This also shows that you have a very good balance of yin and yang. You have very good balance of emotions, your spiritual emotional intelligence, and your mental intellectual intelligence. File number one, I do not see you as someone who is very only like 80% spiritual and 10 to 20%. No, you have a very good balance between your emotional side and your logical side, your spiritual side and your practical side. Now, let's take a look at your last tarot cards regarding your talents and skills, and you have Three of Wands again. Okay, pile number one. I do not want to be a broken drag, but this message about you being a visionary is coming up again and again, and there is a lot of energy power within you. Pile number one, I don't know what you do, how sporty you are, but there is a lot of energy within you, okay? That much I tell you. You might have a very strong Mars in your birth chart, or Mars might be ruling your time period right now, or something about Mars is very strong. Pile number one, there is a lot of fire. I mean, we have Knight of Wands, Three of Wands, and Three of Wands again. Fire, fire, fire. Then the Tower, the explosiveness, the explosive energy of Tower. I felt it right from the beginning, okay? And the World. Your reading is surrounded by so much power, pile number one. I'm really. Whew, you are a lot, pile number one. No wonder you are a heartbreaker. Okay, now let's close your reading by taking a look at your Moonology cards. We are going to focus more on the zodiac signs of Moonology card, as I intend to use this as astrological card. But we'll also see the messages if in case that resonates with you. So your first card is nothing is yet set in stone, mutable moon. So can you see this image? Look at the waves. How strong these waves are. And there is a world of opportunities with all these stars. And while other people might be focusing on the moon, you see all of these stars that are behind the background of the moon that are obviously better than, well, not to be disrespectful to moon, but stars are stars, right? Much more bigger, much more brighter. No matter how far off they are, you know, you see an opportunity, you know opportunity when there is one, okay? While others may be distracted by the other glittery things, you see the advantage and opportunity in the stuff that nobody could even think about. And also, with nothing is yet set in stone, there is a mutable moon. There is again this thing about you being very transformative. It could be that you change your styles very often. It could be that you are you have one sort of public image and a completely different private life, or maybe something about how you present yourself in your workplace and how you behave towards your loved ones. Okay. I did say that you have a good balance of yin and yang and a good balance of your rational and logical side, intellectual side, and your spiritual emotional side. So you may go back and forth in these energies very fluidly, you know. And your next card is it's time to release negativity. Full moon in Scorpio. Yes, pile number one. Although you have, I think you did experience a lot of negativity in your life. You have the power to overcome them. And not just overcome them, but become better of them. There again with the transformation signified by the Scorpio. You know what, pile number one? When there is a full moon in Scorpio, I think this makes a lot more sense why the Ten of Swords came up earlier. You have a strong mental resilience. It's not that you do not get emotionally distressed or you do not have anxiety issues. them I can see that have this emotional difficulty sometimes that you face. But I want you to know that you have enough strength to overcome all of those things and bring balance. And also, and also, having full moon in Scorpio, you have a very strong sun. Pile number one. I'm having this feeling that maybe one of your family member is in a very authoritative position, like government position or political position or a position of power. I wonder why that would come. I mean, in this reading regarding your superpowers, but maybe that might be of help to you sometimes, although that is very specific again. And Scorpio being the house of sex, I'm seeing you as someone who is very captivating, very, very much so. Pile number one. I cannot stop telling you that again and again because this message is repeating again and again. I cannot help it, okay? It's not my fault. Knight of Wands, and then we have the Three of Swords, and then we have the Tower, the explosiveness, and right next to the Three of Swords we have Page of Cups, showing us that you are a heartbreaker again. I mean, a broken record, but whatever. And your last card is a new romantic cycle begins, new moon in Libra. So this we can take this as a literal you having this new romantic cycle beginning in the future, and also with the Libra. Pile number one, you are one of those people that has this really, you know about others. Like, I cannot tell you how I have this feeling, but I'm having trouble putting it into words. You know what others want without them saying it to you first. Pile number one, like you might, for example, you might say something or do something for someone and without them telling you, and you just blow their mind because they might be like, how did you know I wanted this? How did you know that this thing, I wanted to tell you this thing, I was going to say this, like, those sort of things. You have this very kind of psychic power about you when it comes to what your partner, specifically partner, and it could even extend into other general people, what they are thinking. You have this almost psychic intuition within you about understanding others. You might be one of those people who sees a person and for the first time meets a person and immediately knows what kind of person they are, like if they have more of a positive vibe or a negative vibe, if they are sad or if they are happy, if they are pretending or if they are being real to you. You have the power to know that, by number one. And also, you know what you want in a relationship, and not just romantic relationship, okay? Even with everyday friendship relationship or workplace acquaintances, you know what you want and how to maintain that relationship. And if somebody doesn't serve you in that boundary, the boundaries that you have created, you just leave them. Again, I mean, with the Eight of Cups, this message has come up again. Okay, now, with this, I'm going to close your reading for today, pile number one. Hope that it resonated with you, and if it did, please do not forget to give it this video a thumbs up, like and subscribe. And you are a very strong people, pile number one, not just physically but just also mentally very strong, and you are going far ahead. You have the world and the chariot, so much of bright future ahead of you, pile number one. I'm very happy for your reading. And also, in case if you were pulled towards other paths, please do check those out as well, because this being a reading about what is your superpower or what are your special talents, you might have actually more of them, but that is if only if you were also attracted towards other pile at the same time as well. Okay, so I'll see you in my next one, and until then, wish you a good happy day, morning, afternoon, week, month, whatever. Wish you a lot of light and love. Bye bye. Hello, pile number two. Welcome to your reading. So, if you choose pile number two, this is going to be a reading all about what is your superpower, what are your special talents and skills. So, now let's start your reading by taking a look at your tarot cards. Pile number two, thank you for tuning in, by the way. Thanks for joining us. And if you have not subscribed yet, please do consider subscribing our little corner in this YouTube, Sun and Soul, please. Now let's start your reading, Salvi. You have the Fool. You have the Magician. And you have Ace of Wands. You have Six of Cups. Oh my god, look at that. So cute. And okay, this one got mixed up. And you also have the Hermit. Okay, I see pile number two where it is going. And very powerful. Three major arcanas right from the beginning. Okay, pile number two. Seeing that you have three major arcanas right from the beginning, I can see that you have strong destiny. I don't care whatever stage of life you are at the moment right now. You could just be a, even, I don't know, janitor. Not to disrespect janitors, they are wonderful people. I respect them a lot. But I do see you have a strong destiny about you. Hmm. Now let's start with the Fool, pile number two. You are an adventurer, pile number two, and not just any kind of adventurer, but the kind of adventurer that's one day going to change the world. Mark my word. Pile number two. Your special power is your power to take risk. Your power to go to places that nobody else can. And you are a master manifester. Pile number two with the Magician. You have all the tools that is needed in this journey. I'm seeing someone who has good intelligence, emotional balance, someone who has enough material abundance and groundedness and a lot of vision and willpower, a lot of energy within them to see through those journey, to accomplish what you want to and what you need to, it seems, with the destiny, accomplish them. And pile number one, if you want something, you go for it, okay? You go for it. You are a go-getter, pile number one. That is your superpower. You are not afraid of challenges. In fact, what I'm seeing is Barney from How I Met Your Mother going challenge accepted. I mean, that's what I'm saying. And you're, in this sense, Barney. If you have a goal, if you have something that you want, you just go for it. And you are gifted enough that you can actually achieve them and not just only dream about them. Point number two. And it most likely has to do a lot with something about making the world better or making the society better. Could be related to teaching, particularly, could, could be related to something about humanitarianism. You working with other people, changing something, doing something, inventing something that's one day going to change the world. Point number two. And there is also with the Ace of Wands a lot of, like I said before, you are going to bring something into existence in this world that is going to completely change the lives of our society. And also, there is a lot of new beginning energy in your first three cards. By number two, you might be an entrepreneur, like someone who starts a complete, look at that. That's a ding for it. That's a approval stamp right there. You might be an entrepreneur, and if you are not yet, look forward to that kind of entrepreneurial kind of adventure. You might embark into that in the future. By number one, you are, you have this very unique idea that the world has never seen before, and with the magician you are going to manifest into existence. Okay, be sure of that. You have a lot of passion regarding this idea, regarding this vision, your dream of yours. By number one, and you have enough drive within you to fulfill that purpose, fulfill that, accomplish that dream. And with the Six of Cups, pile number two, you are such a pure hearted person. I don't know. Pile number two, you are so pure hearted. You are such a, you have this very childlike energy about you, something about you, so curious, so open minded, so friendly. Pile number one. Oh, sorry, pile number two. And also with this Six of Cups, something about you is very, very innocent, okay? You you accept others just the way they are. You do not discriminate at all. You have clear likes and dislikes, but you do not take that or use that to limit yourself to a certain boundary which might separate you from the rest of the world. You accept everybody. Pile number two. You have a lot of love, a lot of kindness, a lot of warmth for others. You help a lot of other people. Pile number two. You're just this very beautiful energy of someone who makes the world, who makes the society a better place to live in. No wonder you have this idea, this dream about someday changing the world, making the world a better place to be in. And you have the hermit. So, pile number two, despite your dreams and your wishes of con- having a lot to do with other people. You are someone who has a lot of a s- part of you is introverted. By number two, that's what I want to say. And you might be like you might have this certain uh, phases in a month or a certain hours in a day where you like to be just by yourself and look within yourself, analyze what went wrong, what went right, how did you behave at certain circumstances, and how you should have behaved, or how well you did, or how well others did. You have this personal private space where you like to go within and bring groundedness, ground yourself, and look within yourself to bring more balance. By number two, you are very self aware, and not just self aware because you take the time to look within yourself, you understand others, you understand the world better because of that. You have a lot of wisdom. Pile number sorry, pile number two. I just I just knocked off a cup over there. So with the hermit card, yes, you have a lot of wisdom within you, pile number two. And like I said before, something about teaching is very prominent in your reading at the moment. Maybe you will be teaching, maybe you will become an educator in your own country, or maybe even in go volunteer in other countries. You might teach some sort of skills, bring some kind of new thesis or theory or invention into the world that's going to teach other people something about themselves, maybe even that. You are showing light to the society about what a better future can be. And now let's take a look at your other tarot cards, pile number two, and see what are your special talents and skills. And you have King of Wands, a natural born leader. You have a leadership energy about you, pile number two. And with this being King of Wands, you are very charming, and not charming in as you know, the kind of charming King of Wands for me is a person who knows how to um, melt underwears off. Okay, so I'm going to leave it at that. You already know what I was ta- what I am indicating, but this is a YouTube video and we are going to keep it PG. And you have Page of Pentacles. You know how to make money, pile number two, and that is one of your talents. If you have not explored that talent yet, better start now, because this is still yet at a stage of base. This is not yet a king, okay? Although you physical wise, looks wise, you are already a king. Mind wise, you are already king. In heart, you are already a king. But monetarily, you are not yet king. You are still at a stage of base. That's why there is this a lot of new beginning energy. I earlier I was talking about you starting something. It could be this entrepreneurial energy about this upper section. It could even be related to you bringing this entrepreneur real skill talent of yours to make more to bring more abundance in your life and in your community. And King of Swords, lo and behold, right? Right, with King of Wands, I was already talking about you being the king of mentality, and King of Swords come up to double confirm that message. You have strong mentality, pile number two, very strong. I mean, you have couple of king cards and then ace of wands as well. You have strong mind, pile number two. You have strong leadership skills, and you also have all of these, all the qualities of a successful entrepreneur. Pile number two, I think you will do very well if you go into business by yourself. And with King of Swords, you do not, you know what? You cut people off if they are being like, maybe, if they are not serving your energy, okay? If they are not serving you, you cut people off. It's very easy for you, pile number two. You do not waste your time mingling with people who drag you down, literally, and who is not serving you. I mean, literally serving you, because you are a king. You have a lot of authoritative energy within you. Like, you are a boss, pile number two, and you do not mingle with people who might drag you down. Like, again, you you. Although I'm not saying this in a like mean way, okay, because but you are very strict, pile number two. You know how to control others, you know how to direct them to certain direction according to your plan, so that the end result, the desired goal, can be achieved. And you are very strict. You know how to rule, you know how to control others, you know how to like uh, you know how to devise the whole this plan and make people do the work for you. There is a specific word for that. I cannot remember it at the moment. um I think it was something related to distribution of authority, distribution of something. I cannot remember at the moment, I'm sorry guys. And your next card is Nine of Pentacles, definitely. This is again reconfirming the message I got earlier about you having very strong money making skills. By number two, please do explore that. Uh, Maybe do not leave your job right away after hearing this in my reading, but do think about this very, very carefully. With Nine of Pentacles, it talks about independence and have achieving monetary success through that independent endeavor. And like I said before, you know how to make money. By number two, this is one of your skills, and you need to explore that. You even have this boss energy of King of Swords, King of Wands, and this master of manifestation with this magician. A lot of power, a lot of help from the divine, from with this Ace of Wands as well, and enough humility within you that you do not let your authoritative power go out of control with the Hermit, and this childlike innocence, warmth, a touch of, not just a touch of, but a lot of love and sensitivity of Six of Cups within to balance out all of this fiery and very practical earthy energy. I mean, there is a reason that this magician is here. I mean, you have wands and you have drive, the emotions of the cups, the feelings of the cups, and the groundedness, the practicalness, the values of the pentacles, and the clear sense of direction and mental resilience, intellectual power of the swords, and strong cards of them like King of Wands, King of Swords, Nine of Pentacles, Six of Cups, like what? And even with the Four. We are a complete package, pile number two. So now let's take a look at your monology cards. So pile number two, I do be aware that this monology card is intended to be used as astrological card in this reading. We will of course read the messages that is being presented in this card as well. Now let's take a look at your card, okay? I'm confusing myself. Okay, you have bring love into the situation, new moon in Aquarius. I did say that you have a lot of love and warmth within you. You wish well for others, pile number two, but maybe sometimes with double king energy, you might get a little bit too controlling sometimes. So be aware of that. Balance is very much needed, okay? So whenever you feel like you might be a little bit, you might have behaved a little bit harsher, take your hermit time, go within yourself, deep, take a deep breath in, contemplate for however long you might want to, because you're the boss, okay? You do not need to follow the needs like us mortals do to bring that balance energy in you. And with this new moon in Aquarius, there is this energy about Aquarius is a sign who, like I said before, who has a lot to do with humanitarianism, helping others, helping the society become a better place. This message has come up again. I mean, and also it is also a sort of wish fulfillment card, okay? Because Aquarius, a lot of planets behave very, very well in Aquarius because it denotes the 11th house of the astrological chart, which is related to gains, which is related to profits, which is related to big companies, MNCs, and also with bigger roads. So something about expansion, something about making things bigger and better. Okay, now let's take a look at your next card. Surrender to the divine, full moon. So pile number two, from this full moon card, you are very bright. I'm seeing someone, like I said before, who is very intelligent and who is very driven. Elon Musk comes to my mind. And with full moon, pile number two, you also have this very strong, again, authoritative energy about you. You're a boss through and through, pile number two. And also, there is also element of you having this almost almost a psychic knowing regarding things, regarding how to manage certain situations or others. I mean, you are a boss, you have to manage other people, but you are talented at that. There is this inner knowing within you regarding things. And your last card is work through your fears, new moon in Scorpio. So with this card, again, you have the, you're one of your special superpowers or talents, maybe not talents, a special quality about you is pile number two, that although you fear certain things, but you do not fear itself. You have enough courage within you to face your fears and not just work through them, but overcome them as well. I mean, you do have the Fool card over here. You are very adventurous. You do not slack back, okay? You are not a slacker at all. You are a go-getter, by number two. And also, with new moon being in Scorpio, I'm seeing someone who has a very strong sun in their birth chart. We have full moon as well, very strong birth sun in your birth chart. Sun might be your soul significator or very significant. Maybe it might be a very significant, prominent planet for you, especially. I mean, sun is special for everybody, but especially for you, pile number two. You might want to take a look at your sun in your chart. And you have this divine blessing in circumstances where everything goes wrong and everybody is panicking. Somehow, some way, even though others might be thinking that you are done for, or you might yourself even think that you are done for, like those kinds of difficult situations, somehow, some way, something comes up and you overcome them. There's this something about divine protection. It is not a special talent, but it is a special power that you carry in this life. Pile number two. Wow. So, you, pile number two, master manifester, boss. I love doing this reading for you. Hope that it resonated with you. And if it did, please do not forget to give it a thumbs up, uh, like and subscribe, and share with us how it resonated with you. I would love to know your stories, and I wish you all the best for your adventure, for your entrepreneur journey, for all of your life. You're an explorer through and through, pile number two, and a leader. And I wish you all the best in your journey for that. Lots of love and light. I'll see you in my next one. Until then, bye bye. Hello, pile number three. Welcome to your reading. So, if you choose pile number three, this is going to be your reading all about what are your superpowers. In today's reading, we are going to explore what are your special qualities, your special talents, and look into the zodiac signs to see additional messages. So, thank you for tuning in, dear pile number three. And if you have not subscribed it, and if you like this reading, please do not forget to subscribe. Help your girl out. And now let's start your reading. Let's start your reading with this tarot cards, Arcanum Tarot, and you have the Star. Look how beautiful she is. Wish fulfillment right away. Ooh, Four of Cups, but I see where this is going already. Hmm. Ace of Cups. Okay, pile number 3. I see where this is going. Oh, Four of Swords. Mm-hmm. Pile number 4, pile number 4, and your last card is Nine of Cups. I I hope that my breath, my side was not too loud. Anywho, so many cups. First of all, pile number 3. One of your superpower right away with all of this water energy is that your your spirituality is your power. Pile number 3. Right away. For a lot of you, your love, your emotions, your creativity, your relationship with your spirituality is something that is very, very powerful to you. Very, very powerful. You have a very powerful connection with the spirits right away. And let's start with the star card. I mean, needless to say, the star card, with the star card, you are someone who is very positive, very optimistic. Nothing phases you, and for a good reason, because you have the wish fulfillment card. You might have noticed in your life that a lot of your wishes and dreams come true. And pile number 2, there is this energy about you, or should I say your superpower, that whatever you wish for, whatever you want, you get it. And I'm not saying that um, you get it without hard work, but I will say that for the same ways, for the same goals, if others have to work there, might have to like shed blood, sweat, and tears, you might just have to do a little bit less than that others, okay? You know what I mean? Uh, you do not have to work as hard as others to achieve your goals. I'm not saying that you do not work hard. I'm just comparing, okay, a little bit. Because you have you what I'm seeing is the divine's favorite child in you, pile number 3. I'm going to be honest. You are the divine's favorite child. That is what I'm seeing. And this is a superpower. I mean, who wouldn't want to be? Who would want to work hard? But us mortals have to. But you are the divine's darling. And with the Four of Cups, pile number 3, what I'm seeing is normally with the Four of Cups, we connect these cards to the meaning of someone who is regretful, or someone who has had missed opportunities, or is just bored. But with yours in this reading, this boredom, this you I mean, I'm not sure if you can use boredom as a special power or superpower or talent or anything, but I can explain this as you being someone who has a clear idea between what you want and what you don't want, what motivates you and what doesn't. You have clear distinction regarding that. You have clear boundaries. Pile number 3, and because of that, you are motivated to make the necessary changes in life so that you get what you want, so that you achieve all of your wishes and hopes, so that you do not miss other opportunities. This energy of discontentment from the Four of Cups, You are not easily satisfied, pile number three, and this propels you to grow bigger and bigger, go further and further ahead, far ahead of your peers. I will not be surprised if you are a lot more a lot more successful than your average peers of your the age group, or maybe your family members or your community. And with the ace of cups, again a lot of love, a lot of compassion. Pile number three, no wonder you are divine's favorite child, with this pure energy of ace of cups. And with the ace of cups, it's not only about itself, okay? You love others equally as well. You see the positive in others. You encourage others. You have a lot of compassion, and this compassion, this love of yours is your superpower, pile number three. Even your connection with the divine, the spirit, is so pure, so deep, and so blessed. There is a lot of blessed energy in your reading with the star, ace of cups, and nine of cups. Again, another wish fulfillment, pile number three. Like I said before, you have a very deep connection to the divine, and you actually be might actually have been burned a lot many times, pile number three. Like you have had many lifetimes on earth. I'm getting a feeling of someone who is of who is an old soul, you know. And with the four of swords, one of your superpower is that you take enough rest, and this is literally, quite literally, yes. And this is a superpower that actually I want myself, because I cannot rest, I cannot sleep as much as I would like to. But for you, pile number three, you actually have this ability to quiet your mind and relax. You might actually be very good at doing meditation, and you are very divinely protected, pile number three. This message came up earlier in the second pile as well. So if you were also interested in second pile and attracted to that as well, you might want to check that out as well. And also with the four of swords, pile number three, you do not let outside circumstances, the voices, the outer voices, distract you from your path, whatever path you are on. You have a very rich inner world, pile number three. You are someone who has a lot of depth within you, and not just spiritually, but just a just as a creative. You might have a lot of rich knowledge regarding occult sciences is coming into mind, and also something. I'm having a feeling that you carry a lot of wisdom and even skills, talents from your previous lifetimes. Pile number three, I'm not sure. Although, if you do resonate with that, please be sure to comment how it resonated with you, because there is something about you carrying your past life skills and wisdom into this life. And with the Nine of Cups, needless to say again, wish fulfillment, you being this very happy go lucky kind of person, this very independent, very successful. That is your superpower, pile number three. Actually, I'm beginning to envy you a little bit now. And all of your cups are so full that they are runneth over. I mean, look at all of these beautiful cups. All of your wishes are going to be fulfilled. If all of they have not yet, pile number three, be assured of that, because that is your superpower. You came to enjoy in this world. You came to fulfill, be happy, and spread love in this world. Pile number three, that is your superpower. Now let's take a look at these cards, which are going to tell us what are your special talents and skills, okay? And you have, you have a lot many cards. Okay. You have Eight of Wands. One of your special skill is your skill of speed. And pile number three, um, with Eight of Wands, again, success. Whatever you do, you bring that into completion. Whatever you bring into completion reaps a huge amount of benefit, literally. Again, with this energy of success, fame, and fortune with the Eight of Wands. And past, I mean, I did say earlier that for things that others might have to work a lot more harder, you get them comparatively easily. Okay, do not get offended by that if you are feeling that, no, I've been working this hard, I've been working this long, but my manifestation have not been achieved yet. Relax. This is the cards that you choose. Okay, and these cards are saying that you are blessed, you are a divine darling, so believe in that. Okay, do not block yourself. And you have next Judgment. Judgment, are you kidding me? Ugh, I mean, you know what, I have a feeling your reading is going to be pretty short, because it is all at divine darling, divine darling, bless, 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 bless. Every card is about success and blessings and divine connection and divine love, and you yourself being a very loving, you're an angel basically. Pile number three, that is what you are. Four of Wands, you are a great friend. File number three, and you, I think, literally by taking a look at these images, you might be a very good dancer or musician and traveler. Huh. You might be someone who has traveled a lot, a well traveled person, and also a person of multiple talents. Like, you might be a scientist with a artistic side of as well, or you might be an artist with a lot of knowledge regarding like freaking biology or astronomy. And even you might be a spiritual person who is actually a doctor or an engineer or something. Pile number three, I mean, we do have 1111 in pile number, in sorry, in Four of Wands, and that has a lot to do with manifestations and success again. Something about celebrating. You are pile number three. You are a good company to have around. Okay, it's very fun to be around you. And you have Knight of Wands, hot. So not only you are blessed divinely, but you are also blessed physically. Your physicality is great, pile number 3, and you are a very passionate individual. You are very driven. I think Knight of Wands came for pile number 1 too. Okay, basically, if you chose pile number 3 and if you were interested in either pile 1 or 2 as well, okay, the keyword is if you were interested in those piles as well, you might get some messages from that, from those piles as well, because this is a reading regarding what are your special superpowers and qualities, and if it resonates with you, I mean, it's definitely possible because you are, especially you, pile number 3, are not a limited. There is no boundaries for you, pile number 3. Literally, no boundaries. There was a certain element of boundary within pile 1 and pile 2, although, but you are not bounded at all. So, if some of those qualities, your qualities are literally like involved or flown over there as well, some might want to check that out as well. And with the Knight of Wands, yes, you are someone who is very fun to be with, someone who is a charmer, total ladies man, or Jane's girl, boys girl. Okay, I don't know what is the equivalent of that. Anyway, you are a total charmer, a magnetic personality, pile number 3. Everybody loves you, and physically very attractive at the same time as well. And your next card is Seven of Wands. So you are, I mean, you are above all the others. Pile number 3, and yes, there are people who are very jealous of you. Okay, I did say earlier that I'm beginning to feel a little bit envious of you, but if I'm as someone who does not know you, anything about you, but still gets a little bit of that energy, then definitely people who know you, who you are, there are a lot of jealous individuals, okay? You, and you know what? Let them be jealous because you literally are on top of everything and everyone. Pile number 3, seven of wands. Also, it also means that you might have something that causes that jealousy, right? I mean, you're people are not jealous of like other lesser or unsuccessful people, or people who are not attractive, or people who are not successful, not doing well. Nobody is jealous of those. But since you are dealing with a lot of opposition, a lot of jealousy issues, you are definitely someone who is worthy of all those envies, literally. And but it does not affect you at all because you are still at the top. Nobody can shake your position, and you do not like let them get on you at the same time. I mean, you stand your ground, you take nobody's ish. Like, literally. You are like, namaste, bye bye. Look at her. And, oh my god, I'm not kidding you guys. You have Six of Wands. Again, victory. Another form of success. I mean, you have Eight of Wands, Ace of Cups, Nine of Cups, the Star. Honey, no wonder there is a Seven of Wands in your car, in your pile. And no wonder you are bored of blessings, receiving all those blessings. Even with the Judgment, another form of rebirth and help from the divine angels, right? So, your special talent, pile number three, is that you are good at attracting attention. That could be defined in multiple ways, in multiple scenarios, but you know what I'm talking about. Apply to your situation. You might be a performer. I already said you are very artistic in nature, but with a good blend of something completely unexpected as well. And you are loved by everybody. You are a good company to have around. You are successful. Your special talent is that you know how to succeed. That is basically it, pile number three. You know how to be popular. You know how to be on top of everything. How to be blessed, like literally. And with the Six of Wands, you are also, there is an element of you being a very good influencer. Okay, so I would not be surprised if there are a very, some influencer in some platform present in this spire. And also, one of your talent is you know how to direct public opinion, like how to make others think the way you want them to think. I'm not saying that you are manipulative, but you know how to direct others. Okay, so used in negative way, it can be manipulative. Used in positive way, it can be actually very inspiring. And you actually got a shit ton of cards, man. Queen of Pentacles. Okay, pile number three. Yes, again, you being this very. I mean, at this point, I'm a total broken record. Messages comes, and almost all of them are almost same. With Queen of Pentacles, pile number three, you are successful, not just a successful individual, but also a lot successful, a lot more successful financially. And your one of your special talents is with the Queen of Pentacles is you know how to earn money. But this being a Queen of Pentacles, you know how to live in luxury. Pile number three, you know what? I want you to know that this is the energy that you need to embody if you are not yet at this stage, because clearly you have all these talents. You have a good eye for luxury. You have a good eye for maybe like something decoration, fashion sense, very good eye for opportunity, a very good eye for trends. You are meant to live a life of luxury, pile number three. You are meant to. I mean, this kind of reading does not come often, okay? Does not, not at all. This is a wonderful reading you have present over here, pile number three. Wow. Now let's move on and take a look at your monology oracles. And oh, you only have two? Okay. And pile number three, little bit of a disclaimer. These cards are meant to be mostly used as astrological cards so that I can see what kind of zodiac signs are influencing your superpowers, your positive qualities, and we'll also take a look at the messages given in these cards. So just wanted to let you know that we'll be mainly focusing on the astrological zodiac signs. So now, without further ado, let's take a look at them. And you have confidence is your key to success. New moon in Leo. What did I tell you earlier? Pile number three. I'm being very honest. When I get the message, I just lay it down. And you have Leo, performer, influencer, leader, someone who is envied by everybody. And people throw a lot of shit on Leo people, but no matter how many shits you throw on them, you cannot be them. There is a Leo, why Leo is a king, okay? And yes, nobody likes their boss, but everybody is lucky to their boss. That is the energy of Leo. You just have to deal with it. And so, with this pile number three, it is Leo is the sign of the star sun, and again with the blessings. And one of your special talents, your superpowers, is actually like attracting attention. You will do very, I have a feeling, very strong feeling that you will do very well in so business pile number three. Um, we do have Queen of Pentacles, so maybe even in fashion industry and with the Six of Wands in influencer platform, I don't know, like in social media, you will do very, very well. You're a natural born performer, you're a natural born entertainer, you're a natural born, what is it? What is the term for someone who is a natural born interest or love getter? I have no idea what is the word for that, but you are that. I hope you mean, I hope you understand what I'm trying to say. You're just a natural born celebrity. And your next card is the energy is gaining momentum, waxing moon. So, now I'm seeing that, pile number three, many of you, yes, many of you are still in your journey towards this success, but although it is right on the horizon, so keep on going, okay? And the energy is going, momentum means yet to, you are yet to reach your peak, pile number three. So for now, there are all these mountains on your path still. So you do have to cross that, because like I said earlier, that just because you do not have to work as hard as others are, does not mean that you do not have to work hard at all. So it seems that many of you are still on this path to all these beautiful energies present over here of the Leo, of the Eight of Wands, Six of Wands, my goodness, Four of Wands, Judgment, Queen of Pentacles, Nine of Cups, Ace of Cups, and Star. And even with the boredom card, even with the single negative card, you have even the single traditionally negative card is about boredom. I mean, I don't know what to say. You are like bomb, pile three bomb. That is what I want to say. Okay, so and with regards to this being a superpower, is that you are still growing. You are still, there is still far you can go. Okay, this is not the end. You are going very far, pile number three, and that is your superpower. You are limitless. Wow. Okay, with this pile number three, I'm going to close your reading for today, and I hope that it resonated with you. This is a very beautiful pile. Difficult to not accept, claim. So if you are feeling like, I did choose this pile, but I'm not sure, then definitely make sure to claim this in the comment section, because this is a very beautiful energy over here. And share with us if it resonated with you, how it applies to you. And like I said before, do check out pile one or two if you were attracted to those piles as well. Definitely, if only you are attracted, okay? So just don't blindly follow the piles. Anyway, if it resonates, right? And please do give it a thumbs up our video, today's video, and like and subscribe. Share with your friends. If you feel like there is someone you know present, also present in this reading, and I will see you in my next one. Until then, I wish you a lot of good luck and a lot of love and light. You already have a lot of blessings, pile number 3, and I wish you a lot more on top of that. See you next time.